This week, the Saboteur blasts onto the 360 and PS3. To find out more, Gamers Weekly spoke with developer Pandemic Studios. Here's our exclusive interview.
Hi, I'm Tom French. I'm the lead designer of the Saboteur for Pandemic Studios. The game is a big open-world action sandbox game. It's set in World War II, Nazi-occupied France, but it's not your typical World War II game.
I'm just getting started.
Our game takes place revolving around a character named Sean Devlin, who's an Irish race car driver who becomes a saboteur. It's actually inspired by a real person. I know when you hear the idea of a race car driver turning into a saboteur, it might seem a little ridiculous if you think about, like, Daryl Earnhardt trying to do that or something. Back in those days, it was different, and the race car drivers were daredevils, and we wanted to have those historical ties, but at the same time, we are this kind of a fantasy of the war. It's about blowing things up like towers and tanks and killing generals and blowing up propaganda speakers. When an area is heavily occupied by the Nazis, it's black and white, and it looks like a Sin City movie. It's black and white with like hints of color, like the red on the Nazi flags. But as you play through the missions in the game, you do these grand acts of defiance against the Nazis in the missions, and color literally bleeds back out into that area of the world. We want to encourage the player to go in and be sneaky, breaking somebody's neck, taking their uniform, getting into the heart of the Nazi base, planting that bomb. Explosions go off, bullets are flying. That's part of this mentality that we designed of what we call quiet in, loud out.
You should have died under my knife. I'll find you wherever you go.
We wanted to deliver stuff that you normally only see in a single player type game in a more level-based experience, but inside of an open world in a sandbox where the player has the freedom of choice to play it however they want to play the game.
The Saboteur is epic, stylish, and hugely ambitious, but does it live up to the hype? Here's our full review. Massive explosions, high-speed races, and Indiana Jones-style bar fights. The first couple hours of the game are pitch-perfect pulp entertainment, and the Saboteur starts with a bang. Problem is, the more you play, the clumsier it gets. Sure, there's lots of stuff to blow up, and the Sin City-style graphics look great, but you can get hit with about 1,000 bullets before you die. Yes, you can take cover behind walls and crates, but when you're a one-man army, what's the point? Plus, when the Nazis hunt you down, they give up way too easy. Just stay out of their line of sight and the chase is over. Come on, guys, put up a fight. Now, you can knock out these goose-stepping morons and steal their uniforms to sneak into enemy outposts, but it doesn't pay to be stealthy, it just takes longer. If you get too close to a guard, they'll automatically become suspicious, blow the whistle, and it's back to your trusty Tommy gun. We tried, but we couldn't get through a single mission without being discovered. Like Tom said, the game is designed to be quiet in, loud out, but we would have liked the freedom to be sneaky throughout. As it is, just go in guns blazing. Still, the shootouts are insanely fun. Hijack trains, zeppelins, plant bombs, and fight alongside your French resistance buddies. Unlock new weapons, vehicles, and perks along the way. You've got a huge open world to explore and liberate, from the streets to the rooftops. But climbing feels clunky. Just keep mashing on the jump button to get to the top. Assassin's Creed 2 does it better.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Listen, the Saboteur is a good game that could have been great. For now, turn off your brain and let the bullets fly. The Gamers Weekly verdict: rent it. Hey, check out a new Gamers Weekly every week at foxnews.com/gamersweekly, iTunes, and hulu.com. We'll see you there.